I'm Pat Whitley, all right, and I'm here to talk about something very special today. You watch us, of course, on television and Facebook and other places like that here in New England and all over the world, for that matter. I've asked Warren Mills to join us today. He is of Rare Coins of New Hampshire. And the reason that he is here is not necessarily to talk about rare coins of New Hampshire, but about something that's taking place right now that you should be very concerned about, and that's counterfeiting gold coins. Warren, welcome to the program.
Thanks, Pat. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. Tell us how you first noticed this, how you came to know about this in the first place.
Well, I've been in this field now for 38 years, which is enjoyable because it's my hobby.
Right.
And the thing that we try to do is protect the interest of our clients. And I've been noticing, particularly starting in the last 4 years, I'd see the odd gold and silver piece that just didn't look quite right. So we have them tested, and they're counterfeit. So as time went on, I started to see more and more of them. So we ended up, luckily, finding a contact with NASA that made a machine that would test gold and silver coins without the old invasive filing and acid testing,
right.
So we could go and test them that way, and we've been using that machine now for a few years, and it's been wonderful. But now we're running into a problem where counterfeiters are trying to trying to catch up, and they're really doing a good job.
So back you go to NASA.
That right now we're trying to work with them to develop a machine that's a little bit more sensitive, so it can read through thicker plating.
Now let me explain this, and this is not just for novices like me. I look at a coin, I probably couldn't tell, but many of the people that are asset managers, et cetera, and coin dealers can't tell either.
Correct.
And that's the thing you should be worried about.
Right.
They're not necessarily trying to sell you counterfeit coins. They think they're real too.
That's right.
And unless they call you, and by the way, do you think this is going to cost you a lot of money, right? All right, let me just hold on to the table. In order to have my coins examined to make sure they're not counterfeit, how much will it cost me?
Well, you even like the price, Pat, so that shows that it's good. But we do that free of charge for people as a service. We want people to think of Rare Coins of New Hampshire as a company they can come to and have any questions answered regards to bullion, rare coins, and we're happy to do that for people just so they're getting the right material.
Now, you told me that Wednesday, that's when we're doing this, okay? Since the beginning of the week, how many counterfeit coins have you seen?
Well, we've seen approximately $10,000 worth just so far, Monday and Tuesday this week. People coming in with, and a handful have been fake silver bars, but most of them have been larger size gold coins that are actually heavily plated base metal coins. And the quality of them is shockingly great. It's really a surprise. But again, counterfeiters are trying to stay a step ahead, and they're more thickly plating material now, and it's making it more and more difficult to discern what is real in many instances.
I've been around a while, and I've seen cycles and cycles and cycles, and right now we're going through a phenomenal stock market. It's historic. But eventually that's all got to level off, no ands, ifs, ors, or buts, and a lot of people start turning to hard assets like coins at that point. So you got to be aware. I mean, you might think one day that you've got $100,000 worth of coins, and actually could be almost worthless.
That's true, unfortunately. And there's so many different areas now where people acquire their material. In many instances, they look for the bargain price. And in some cases, $20, $40, $50 off of an ounce of gold may seem very enticing. However, in many instances, a lot of these folks are buying these coins off the internet or operations that aren't really, proven, that have been around a very short time in the business. Those are operations that can fold very quickly. You really need to protect yourself and deal with folks that are trying to stay a step ahead of the counterfeiting like we are. And we're finding just a shocking amount now. Over the last few years, it's incredible. We've probably found over $1 million worth of counterfeits.
Wow. Yeah. And it's going to get worse. It's
coming on like a tidal wave.
All right. Now, even if you're another coin, a dealership someplace, you can still get this same service absolutely free. All they got to do is get in touch with you and see the numbers and everything on the screen here.
Right. Yes, we're happy to do it. Again, someone's got to step in and fill the gap and do the right thing, and we're always happy to do that. We want people to think of Rare Coins in New Hampshire for not just trying to sell material, but protect their interest.
Well, I've always known you to be about integrity. I mean, obviously, I've done business with you, and we've known each other for 20 years or longer.
Right.
And you travel all over the United States. You're on radio, you're on television, you're in numismatic magazines, you name it, and your face and your voice has been there.
That's correct.
In this service, I really can't believe you're doing it for free, but obviously that's the way I can't believe it from you. Okay, I wouldn't do it for free.
Well, we just request they set up an appointment,
Yeah.
and we're more than happy to help them. And in a lot of instances, we try to also answer questions that people may have, because some folks have, they may have incorrect anticipation or information as to what they're acquiring and for what reason, and we want to be sure that their objectives are being met, and just spend a little time talking with them too.
Now, any of these contact numbers that we see here and the email address and all on the screen, does it matter which one you use?
No, as long as they want to get a hold of us, again, they can ask for me directly. If I'm out doing an appraisal or a show somewhere else, one of my associates, there's 9 of us that work together there, and most of us have all been working together for 30 years or more. So we have a very competent crew there that knows what they're doing and can assist you at any point in time.
So if you're a bank or an asset management company or whatever, or just the guy that sells coins on the streets, if you want to check and make sure that your coins are not counterfeit, they got to get in touch with you, and it's absolutely free to do that. Now, was there a time, was there a beginning, was there a big bang, in other words, as far as counterfeit coins are concerned? Like 10 years ago, were there any?
See, counterfeiting is the second oldest profession. So counterfeit coins have been around for quite a long time. They used to come mainly from the Middle East. People would always speak of Lebanese gold counterfeit coins, but now it's more the Far East. And the thing that's really...
That would be China, right?
Well, primarily, yes. Yeah. And the thing that's got me concerned also is you're seeing people that right now, like in our financial services division, because we do gold and IRA retirement plans for people and stuff like that for them. We're getting calls from, financial advisors who are trying to get their clients interested in taking a small position just for diversification purposes. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. But when we're speaking with these financial advisors and trying to advise them where they have clients that have material that we'd like to look at ahead of time, we're finding that when they have their customers come in or send us material, we are seeing bad coins. So it's unfortunate, but again, we'd rather be a step ahead than a step behind. So the thing we're trying to do, just for protection purposes, is go a step ahead.
So with you, this will always be an ongoing science. If they catch up to you, then you're going to take another step and another step to make sure that you're able to detect these coins.
It's getting harder to discern right now, though, even for us and myself that's been in the business full time now for 38 years. I look at a coin, and if it's questionable as far as our machines that we use to test them, I go by my gut. I say this coin or group of coins really needs further testing. And we have to go sometimes, for more steps to try to be sure that a coin's genuine, unfortunately.
I'm sure that somebody wants me to ask you this question. Are we just talking about gold coins?
Gold and silver. We're actually seeing by quantity much more silver fake coins than we are in bullion-related bars in particular. More silver bars that we've seen that are fake than even silver coins. Wow. But from the standpoint of quantity, we're probably seeing, 20-to-1 ratio of fake silver coins to gold coins.
All right, now you see all of the information that you need on the screen. If you happen to be in the kitchen at the time, here's the telephone number. All right, it's 800-225-7264. It's right there on the screen. 800-225-7264, and there's the email, and you got all the information in order for you to get in touch with Warren Mills, and please do so.
We're happy to help, Pat, and I appreciate the opportunity.